Hey guys, welcome back. It's another Mount Rushmore NFL mock draft, and today we're going to be doing a mock draft on the Buffalo Bills, the team that fell out during the AFC Championship game. And I couldn't do one this weekend because, Super Bowl and I had some other stuff. But let me just say that the Super Bowl was one of the biggest surprises of the entire NFL season. I did not expect that Tampa would dominate against Kansas City. I mean, I knew that Tampa had a chance of winning, but I never thought it would be by 22 points. 31-9 was the final score. And I mean, Patrick Mahomes looked absolutely dead out there. Their entire offense did. So, um, that's a great end if you're a Tampa fan to the 2020 to 2021 NFL season. So I'm gonna do a 6 rounder for Buffalo because they don't have any picks in the 7th round currently. But if there is another pick, I'll keep you guys posted on that. So one thing that worked in the Bills' favor this year was Stephon Diggs. He he was a security blanket for Josh Allen, and he was top 3 in receiving yards. And overall, he has great hands, he has speed, he has size, and that was just a great experiment. Some experiments, they don't work, they blow up in your face, but this experiment, it gave them rewards. But one thing that looked dead to me in Buffalo was their defense. And I'm not saying that like Jerry Hughes, Teron Johnson, Matt Milano, they were great. But I think they're going to need a cornerback to go alongside with Teron Johnson. And that cornerback in this case would be Eric Stokes of Georgia. He had 1 sack, 4 interceptions, 1 touchdown, and 78 total tackles in 3 years with Georgia. And if he is given that second cornerback role, he can be a great force alongside Teron Johnson. Anyways, he has size, he has speed, he has hands. I mean, nothing is going against him from being an NFL star. I'm going to draft him, and he would definitely be a huge help to their defense, the backfield especially. And, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have another cornerback. It's just a great pick, and I don't think the Bills should waste this pick. Next, round 2, pick 62. I'm going to have them pick a linebacker here because Matt Milano, like I said, was pretty good. But A.J. Klein, he played really great for New Orleans, but when he came to Buffalo, he was kind of decent. And I get that the transition can be hard sometimes. I mean, he just moved straight up the country, but if they draft a linebacker here, that would not only give them a suitable replacement, but it would also make A.J. Klein feel more motivation to play better. So here I'm going to have them pick Ventrell Miller, linebacker, Florida. He had 156 total tackles, 7.5 sacks, 1 interceptions, and 1 touchdown. So from the stats, you can probably tell that he's big, he can tackle really well, he has great hands, and he has speed. So I'm going to draft him. And even if they don't use him, that's just more motivation to A.J. Klein to play better. And a third great linebacker would not hurt them at all. They would make their defense elite. So round 3, pick 93. I'm going to have them go with an interior defensive lineman. And they need someone to pair up with Ed Oliver here. So I'm going to have them pick Osa Odighizuwa from UCLA. And he had 120 tackles, 11.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles in 4 years with UCLA. So he's big. He's not the fastest guy, but he uses his size to his advantage. I mean, I would be scared if I was a quarterback and a 300-pound refrigerator was coming at me. That would make me just want to fumble the ball. I wouldn't really care if I fumbled or not. Buffalo doesn't have a round 4 pick. But that's okay because they have 2 round 5 picks. And I know I've been making this more of a defensive draft, but to be honest, they kind of need it. Their offense is great, absolutely great. Josh Allen as quarterback. You got John Brown, Cole Beasley, Stephon Diggs. You got Dawson Knox and Tyler Kroft. You got Devin Singletary. But again, their defense, I know I've been making this a defensive draft, but they need defense. And here I'm going to take an edge rusher. And I know Jerry Hughes is one of the strongest edge rushers in the league. But I think they need someone to go alongside him. And Mario Addison is okay, but let's face it, he's not the level to pair up with Jerry Hughes. And I think that guy who could pair up with him would be Wyatt Hubert of Kansas State. He had 94 total tackles. You guys are going to ask when you hear this. 20 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and an interception in 3 years with Kansas State. And when you're on the defensive line, it's harder to get an interception. You got to be really fast and your reflexes have to be great. So, Wyatt Hubert, he has great reflexes. He's fast, he's physical, he can get to the quarterback, and he would just be an amazing fit in their system here. Their defensive system could really use him. Next, round 5, pick 173. I told you guys 2 round 5 picks to make up for the loss of the round 4 pick. And here I'm actually gonna go with an offensive tackle because they need some help on the offensive line. And here I'm gonna draft Dan Moore Jr. out of Texas A&M. He's 6'5" tall and 309 pounds. So he is a beast basically. He's like a refrigerator. And if I was Josh Allen, I would definitely feel safe knowing someone like Dan Moore Jr. is blocking my blind side or my right side. So I'm going to draft him. He could definitely improve their offensive line. He can open up running lanes, and he can give Josh Allen enough time to pass. Because not many quarterbacks are really good when they have to scramble, because that scrambling pressure is like, oh man, I gotta make this pass quickly. There are people behind me. And I think Dan Moore would really help them here. Next, round 6, pick 210. I'm gonna have them draft an interior offensive lineman. And that guy's gonna be Kevin Jarvis, interior offensive lineman, Michigan State. He is 6'6" and 325 pounds. So he's a little taller and a little bigger than Dan Moore Jr. And he has shown that at Michigan State, he can protect his quarterbacks inside lane, and he can open up running lanes. So he would be a great pick here. So just to go over these picks, we have at pick number 30, Eric Stokes, cornerback, Georgia. Number 62, Ventrell Miller, linebacker, Florida. Pick number 93, Osa Odighizuwa, interior defensive lineman, UCLA. Pick 160, Wyatt Hubert, edge, Kansas State. And pick 173, Dan Moore Jr., offensive tackle, Texas A&M. And last but definitely not least, pick 210, Kevin Jarvis, interior offensive lineman, Michigan State. So thank you guys for watching. Comment in the comment section. If you want me to do a specific team, leave that team in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. And thank you for all of your comments and likes and subscriptions. They've really helped me. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good week. Bye.